How?
Hey guys, so it's Amy and John here. We figured that we would do a video because we've gotten a lot of questions from our friends, coworkers, and mainly family about how the trail works. Basically, just the logistics, I guess, of the trail. So figured we would go over a few ask questions.
What? We're going over some of the typical questions that people who don't know anything about the Appalachian Trail would have.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today. All right, so the first one is, where does it start? It starts in Springer, Georgia. That's about it.
Northern Georgia.
Yeah, northern Georgia. And you could do the approach trail if you choose to. You don't have to. It's not the official AT, but Springer, Georgia is where the official Appalachian Trail begins. And where does it end?
Katahdin, Maine.
That's
Mount
right.
Katahdin.
Baxter State Park. Out. That's all we know.
That's all we know.
How many miles is it?
2,192 this year.
Right. Varies from year to year, but this year.
Because they reroute the trail due to different reasons.
Right. Fires or just, issues on the trail the previous year. I would imagine that has to do a lot with water irrigation, wouldn't you?
Well, fires, just wear and tear on the trail, like overused trails. And I think, invasive species, don't they, shut down part of the trail, due to bugs and stuff sometimes? Those beetles, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds
We
good
don't
for
really
our
know what we're
family.
talking about.
But
We didn't look this up beforehand.
no, we're just kind of going based on what we have
This
heard.
is what we know.
Yeah. How long does it take to complete? It typically takes anyone from 5 to 7 months to complete it. And that would mean to do the whole thing either north to south or south to north.
We're going south to north.
Right. So I guess we could tell people that it also starts in Katahdin, Maine and ends in Springer, Georgia.
Yeah.
Or you could do a flip-flop and you could end in Harper's Ferry. Or really, it just depends on you and how you want to hike the trail. If you complete the trail within 365 days, then you have completed a through hike. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, just as long as you get it completed within a year, it's a through hike. So you can start from anywhere, do as many sections as you can, whatever, as long as you complete it within that time frame. How do you get food and water?
We're hunting for our food on this trip. We are taking primitive weapons only, bow and arrows, stone knives, and we will be making fishing tackle while we're out there. We're not making any beforehand. We will make everything out in the field.
Yeah, does it really look like I'm hunting with a bow and arrow? No. So, along the trail there are different resupply spots. There are towns within close proximity to the trail. You would either hitchhike in or get a shuttle in, depending on if you're staying at a hostel or maybe a hotel offers it, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's different resupply points along the trail where you can get food. Water, obviously it's plentiful along the trail, and you have to filter your water and treat it so that you don't get any kind of viruses or anything like that. So you can tell them about our water treatment system.
Yeah, we just got to filter a soda filter, so that's pretty much it. We have Aquamira also, it's just to kill anything, but majority of the time we won't have to use that. We'll just filter our water and that'll be good.
Yep.
And then for food, we'll run into a place to resupply every 3 days, 3 to 5 days, so.
Yeah, we'll only be carrying about, like you said, 3 to 5 days worth of food at a time. It's not like we have to carry weeks worth of food at a time. That would be crazy. Will you shower? I very rarely shower in real life, so let's just be honest. A weekly shower is, a bonus for John, for me, No, but really, yes, we will shower. Whenever we're gonna take 0 days. We'll stay in a town, we'll stay at a hostel, so whenever we're able to do that, which I would imagine would be at least once a week, or a week and a half, we will take showers. And we also are gonna bring baby wipes just to clean off every night before we go to bed, so we're not being really gross in our sleeping bags. How safe is the trail?
How safe is life?
Now that's deep, right there. That's deep.
We'll get back to you on that one.
No, the trail is very safe. Obviously, just like life, there are things that are gonna happen, right? I mean, you're gonna encounter weird people. There's obviously been murders and whatever on the trail, just like there's murders out in the real world. But overall, the trail is safe. There's so many people that travel the trail every single day.
For reference, since January, over 1,200 people have registered to hike the whole entire trail so far.
Right.
More than that now.
So I think...
plus weekend hikers.
Yeah.
And people who are not registered.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of people out there. Especially now, the time we're going, March and April, is the busiest time to start. So we will be in the bubble of people.
Right.
It's going to be a freak show out there.
Freak show. John's the main freak. All right, so this question kind of piggybacks off of how safe is the trail, but we get this question. I think this has probably been the most asked question.
It's the most annoying question.
From family, friends, and coworkers, and it's the most asked, and it's kind of the dumbest question. Will you carry a gun? John.
I won't carry. I used to carry a gun. Those things are heavy.
Right.
I would not carry a gun now. There's no way.
No. So.
No way.
No. And I haven't
If you want to come along and bring the gun for me, I'd be ecstatic. I'd love to have a gun out in the woods, but I'm not bringing it.
Right. And I haven't heard of any thru hikers that do bring a gun.
You ask anybody who hikes, any thru hiker, they'll say, no way, you don't need a gun at all. There's no use for it, and it's just way too much heavy. But you try to explain that to somebody who doesn't know anything about hiking long distances, and they're like, it's not that heavy. What if you run into a bear tries to attack you, or you're running into some crazy people trying to kill you? What are you gonna do? You need a gun out there.
It's not like the movie Deliverance. Like, it's not. You don't need a gun.
And then when you try to just explain it to somebody, you can't get the point across, so it's really annoying.
Right. I think especially being from where we live now, like it's in the South, it's like, that's what people do. They have guns. Like
I would not go in the woods without a gun back in the day. But since I started hiking over time, It's just, I'm not taking it anymore.
Yeah, too much weight. All right, so what type of animals will you encounter?
All of them.
Every animal, even sharks. Bears, rattlesnakes, snakes in general.
Black bears, not.
Right, black bears.
You wouldn't catch me dead without a gun in grizzly bear country.
Yeah, amen. What else? What other kind? Oh, moose. Your normal squirrels, chipmunks, birds, owls.
All of them. We're gonna sit here and name.
Yeah, I mean, but dangerous animals, I would say bears, snakes, moose, and then, of course, insects that are dangerous, ticks, spiders. Spiders can be dangerous because they can be poisonous.
Are we really sitting here? See?
Yeah, but anyways, so those are the dangerous animals that we will encounter. And yes, we are up to speed on how to, defend ourselves in any sort of interaction that we might have with these animals.
Yeah. I've been watching a bunch of jiu-jitsu videos on YouTube in case I run into a black bear. If I get attacked by a black bear, I've already figured out what I'm doing. Pulling guard, I'm spinning and going for a leg lock. And a bear, I think that's the best approach.
That's not the best place to practice jiu-jitsu. No. But nice try.
I'm just saying, I've been studying up.
So, anyways, we've read up on everything. We are fully aware of what we're supposed to do, and we are prepared if we are to run into a bear or a snake about what to do.
As in, we'd say, oh crap, there's a bear there.
Yeah, that's pretty much how we're going to handle it.
That's the plan.
Let's go the other way.
Let's give them some space.
But yeah, we're aware of what to do. Ticks, I'm like really scared about ticks.
I've been covered in ticks before. Covered in ticks before.
And Bello, too.
And Bella.
John and Bella at the same time.
Like fire ants, like they were all over me.
Yeah. So, needless to say, John's an expert with ticks. Okay.
I can handle a tick.
Do we still have jobs?
Yes.
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 We still have jobs. I work for an awesome company, and I have a really, really phenomenal boss who I told him probably 6 months prior to us starting that this is what I plan to do. This was a dream of mine, and I wanted to make it happen, but I also wanted to keep my job if possible. And he agreed to it. He agreed to it because I am a good employee and he values me. So I mean, I couldn't do this if it would be a lot harder to do this if I knew that I didn't have a job to return to when I got back.
Yeah.
And since I do, and since John does too, it makes it a lot easier. And his employer was great too.
Well, mine was a little different though. I told mine exactly a year ago that the next year I wanted to take 6 months off, and he asked why, and I told him, and he told me I was crazy and laughed at me and walked away. So ever since then, I've been bringing it up here and there, and then I don't know what happened, honestly. I guess he just realized that I was serious about it, and he said okay. So I still have a job when I come back.
Yeah, so thank you to our employers.
Be persistent.
Thank you to our employers. We really appreciate it, and we will be working hard when we get back. The next question. I get this question a lot. I want to say, this wasn't on my list, but I just thought of it. Did I win the lottery? No, I didn't win the lottery. John didn't win the lottery. We just saved up a lot of money in order to do this. We understand that it's a financial sacrifice, And I think people out there that are thinking about attempting a through hike, you need to understand that, yeah, getting gear together, making plans for everything, that's fun, it's great, but it's also extremely expensive. And knowing that like your finances you're in a good spot financially to be able to do it makes it a whole lot easier. And so, yeah, we saved up. That's basically how we're able to do this. We didn't win the lottery. We don't have rich families that just give us a bunch of money. Like, that's not how it worked. But
with that being said, though, there's some dude out there with no money at all doing it. Say he's got $0.
Yeah.
He's just begging his way through.
Right, and that's great. That works for him. But for me and for you, I
there's
think
different ways to go about it.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to say.
It just makes me feel better knowing that we have money in our bank account when this is over.
Money in the bank.
Money in the bank, shorty what you drank, basically. All right, moving on. Next question. We're weird. Why are we hiking?
You want to talk about weird? We're sitting behind our house in like condos, and I'm just wondering about all the people who are probably sitting at their back window watching us, thinking we're the weirdest people ever.
It doesn't
Makes me
matter.
feel a little awkward.
Wait till we get on trail. I mean, who cares? Why are we hiking, and how are we able to hike?
Well, I got 2 legs. To start with.
People do it without 2 legs.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's how I'm able to do it.
Okay. So we're able to do this because, number 1, we saved money. Number 2, we have really awesome parents that have relocated their lives to stay in our house while we were gone, and take care of our little pup, Bella. So basically my parents are staying here for ever long that we're gone, and my mom's like over here laying out in the sun right now. Like, it's a beautiful day. So I don't think they really care because they were living in Denver and it was freezing. So yeah, I think it's just a nice little vacation for them, but we greatly appreciate the sacrifice on their part for doing this for us, because without that it would have been a lot more difficult. Yeah. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. We would have to get rid of our place.
Yeah, we would have had to get rid of where we live, and we would have had to probably fly Bella to Denver to stay with them. And I don't know, I feel a lot better knowing that the house is taken care of, Bella's taken care of, and
we'll have a place to come back to.
Right. So that's how we're able to do it. Why are we hiking?
Yeah, I have many reasons. I could say or name reasons all day long, but the main reasons are, for the adventure and the challenge. I'm up to see if I'm up for the challenge to stay on, not the walking part, but just the mental part of actually staying out there when it sucks and not quitting. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't quit, because if I quit, I had to find a new job. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. I would never hear the end of it if I quit. So I gotta make it. My life depends on it. So.
Yeah. Sorry,
she has to make it because I have to make it.
Yeah. I'm hiking because it's just been kind of something that I've been obsessed with for a really long time. I heard about the trail, I don't know, several years ago, and thought it was the most craziest thing in the world. I didn't fully understand the concept of it. And then we started getting interested in hiking, and we were hiking a lot more, and I was looking for trails near where we lived, and I came across the AT, and I started reading every everything that I could about.
Just read every book there is.
Yeah, I've read every book about the Appalachian Trail, and I was obsessed with it for a very long time. Tried to convince him to do it with me. He told me I was crazy. And then
quit our jobs for 6 months.
Right. So then I just kind of gave up on it. I didn't fully give up on it, but I gave up on trying to convince him, at least for the time being. And then one day he just decided that he wanted to do it, which was weird. But anyways, I'm hiking it not only because it's just been a dream of mine, but I'm hiking it because I am capable of still doing it. I'm young enough to still do it. I feel like, you know, I wouldn't want to wait until I was older or retired to do it, because I want to be able to, not saying that people who do it when they're retired don't enjoy it, because obviously that's not true, but for me, I just wanted to be able to do it while I was young and my body was still fairly put together. And I'm also doing it for my mom and my dad, because I realize how precious life is and how you only get one life, and oh my God, I'm gonna cry. But there's so many things that, you know, you think about that you wanna do and life gets in the way and you don't do them because of issues. Things that come up, somebody gets sick or somebody gets hurt, or you know, you lose your job or whatever the case may be. Like, something always happens, and you know, I think we both decided, like, whatever happens, we're gonna hike the trail. Like, even if my parents didn't come down here and stay, like, we were still gonna hike the trail. We were gonna find a way to do it. So I'm doing it for my parents, I'm doing it for myself, and I'm doing it to enjoy 5 to 6 months with the love of my life, who is his birthday today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the experience of a lifetime for sure.
Yeah, so we're really excited. We start on March 29th, which is Friday. And we're going to spend a couple days in Dahlonega, I think is the name of the city, in an Airbnb. My niece is flying down here from Denver. She's 15, so it'll be really cool because she's going to hike up Springer with us and then the mile back down. So it'll be really cool to experience that with her. And I'm just really, really excited to get started.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and we're going to miss... I don't know if Bella's in the shot, but she's right over here. And I'm gonna miss Bella so much. Oh my God, you have no idea. But anyways, that's it.
That's it.
So next time.
That's it. After like 2 hours of talking, that's
right.
it.
So next time we see y'all, we'll probably do a video of like
your gear video.
Yeah, I have to do a gear video, and then I want to do a video showing like the process of, like, you know, where we are in Georgia, like in Dahlonega, like us getting ready and everything, and then like all that good stuff, and then we'll finally start the trail. Our videos will be delayed probably a week or so.
Yeah, however long it takes for us to get to the first place we can upload.
Yeah, because we just want to give us enough time to enjoy the trail and edit at our own pace and not be so overwhelmed with the videos. But so expect some more videos from us coming up soon, and then once we hit trail, they'll be probably a week later. So all right, well, thanks for stopping in and checking out our video. And we'll see you.
Hopefully you can hear any of this.
I know. I feel like
we're speaking really low.
We've been whispering the whole time.
Well, I don't want our neighbors to look out the window saying, what are they doing?
The neighbors don't care. They don't care.